I learned Chinese cooking from guys named Lesha and Vanya. No, they weren't Russian, they were actually Chinese. They just used Russian-style names, even though they lived and worked in Tashkent. Well, they came to do business. They liked that whenever I visited their restaurant, I would always go to the kitchen and ask them to show me how they made those wonderful dishes. I marked down several dishes from Lesha and Vanya's repertoire. I included them in my book, Казан Мангал. These days, the book Казан Мангал is already turning 19 years old, but it still sells like new. And soon, you can look forward to a big treat. I have updated this book by almost 70-80%. And now, the recipe called chicken in lemon sauce will have detailed illustrations and, moreover, a QR code. You will be able to watch a video on how to prepare this wonderful Chinese dish. It's very simple. It turns out, for everyone. Here I have chicken breast, but you can also make it with chicken thighs. Would you like to know why I included this recipe in a book that's actually about Kazan and Mangal? Yes, the thing is, even 20 years ago, many people confused the two and would ask, can you replace a Kazan with a Chinese wok? No, you can't. A Kazan must be heavy, while a wok is a light, thin-walled, spherical pan in which the Chinese can cook just about anything. And this is the kind of flame a wok works on. Of course, you can use a regular gas burner, but the taste won't be the same. Dip the chicken slices in egg and coat them in breadcrumbs. But even in very hot oil, you shouldn't put in too many at once. It's very important that the slices float in the oil and don't touch each other. Just 1-2 minutes is really quite enough, because these slices will continue cooking later. How do I determine if the slices are ready? Of course, not by using a stopwatch. Look, raw chicken, you see, it's soft, right? It bends in any direction. But a cooked slice becomes a bit firmer. In Chinese cuisine, everything happens very quickly. But that doesn't make the food any less delicious. I would even say, on the contrary, it becomes very tasty precisely because it is cooked so quickly. A lot of oil is used in Chinese cooking, and oil is quite expensive. That's why after each use, it is strained, allowed to settle, and used again. Quickly stir-fried chicken is delicious on its own, but now it should be cut into bite-sized pieces. Let me remind you that in Chinese tradition, everyone eats with chopsticks. I've always said that the Chinese are more skillful cooks than we are. They know how to cook in very small portions. As a result, they end up with 5, 6, 7 or even 8 dishes on the table. And they also know how to give any flavor to any ingredient. Even though the dish we're making today is called chicken and lemon sauce, as for the lemon itself, only this zest, just a bit of peel, will actually go into it. The main part of the lemon will be used just for decoration. Now, pour just a little oil into the wok, literally just a couple of tablespoons. And a whole lot, 6 tablespoons of sugar. A little bit of water so that the Sahara is in the black creator. That's normal, very Chinese. The Chinese create the lemony tang of the future sauce using tomato paste, so that the sauce thickens a teaspoon of cornstarch, and now into the sauce, if not lemon colored, then at least orange colored. Add a bit of lemon zest for aroma. You know, I can't cook the way the Chinese do, I cook in large quantities. So I'll have to split this chicken into 2 batches. We'll fry it in 2 stages. It'll only turn out tastier that way. Because the biggest mistake people make when they first start cooking with a wok is overloading it. They don't stir a wok with a skimmer. The ingredients in a wok are tossed to mix them. That's all there is to it. All the sauce is on the chicken. And don't worry about that crust that formed from the breading. It's nothing to worry about. Everything turns out very tasty. I'll repeat it for those who didn't have time to write it down. Just a little, literally just a bit. 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. Now, quite a lot of sugar. Yes, a lot, as it should be. Bit water. Tomato paste. A teaspoon of starch. Lemon zest. And we add all the chicken at once. American culinary researchers have concluded that the distinctive flavor of Chinese food comes precisely from these bursts of steam, which consist on one hand of water vapor and on the other of oil vapor. That's all. Enjoy your meal. Let's go eat!